Out of the chakra oracle deck for you, Virgo. Wisdom, obviously, that's about you, the wise ones, the hermit. Wisdom, mysticism, and expansion. A catalyst or a challenge right now, though, is insecurity. God, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's like banging outside. It's embarrassing. I'm really sorry. Wisdom, mysticism, and expansion. Some of you are expanding in a very mysterious way. Some of you are expanding into mysticism, which is spirituality, the unseen. You have a lot of wisdom to bring to the table here, Virgo. You always do. You're the wise ones, right? Because you're so introspective. And I think you want to expand in a way that involves mysticism or in a way that feels somewhat mystical to you. The only thing holding you back is an insecurity. Get that devil of insecurity out of your heart because you're meant to expand. You have a lot of wisdom to share in the mystical realms at this time. That's very interesting. Also, you're in some interesting personal cycles as well, involving love and involving the heart chakra. What came out was number 5. The cycle you're in is a cycle of transformation. As we know, or a lot of people know, a while ago, Pluto moved into Aquarius. So, I mean, yeah, it's going to retrograde back into Capricorn here and there, but we've moved into this age of rebirth in Aquarius and newness. It is a time of transformation. This is a scorpionic energy. Believe in your ability to transform. At this time, you are transforming. The energy that you're in is the open heart chakra, true love. Fragmented energy came out, but it came out in the reverse. And a consciousness of lack came out in the reverse. Here's the honoring path. This must be an earth sign thing. This card has been making its rounds for the earth signs. So first of all, if you've had fragmented energy, you're starting to put the pieces back together. If you've been in a consciousness of lack, Spirit's saying, look, as you put these pieces together, you're going to get out of this consciousness of lack. This may be another person around you as well that's coming, going through a transformation. They could be putting some fragmented pieces back together. They could be coming out of a consciousness of lack, and as a result, they are the ones opening up to true love. Could be you, but it could be someone around you. You need to take it as it resonates for you. There is a transformation taking place in the heart chakra for someone and letting go of stuff that we all need to let go of. Because living in a fragmented state and in a consciousness of lack is just no way to live. I want everybody out of that energy, including you, Virgo. You're so earnest and so sincere and so hardworking, and you never whine and complain. And I really love that for you, to see you coming out of that energy. It's very important to pay attention to communication right now because you have 3 planetary activations and a 7th house activation, which is the moon, Mercury, and Uranus, or some people call it Uranus. I call it Uranus. So this is an unconscious, sensitive side of you. This is our inner emotions. Pay very close attention this month to your own deeper inner emotions. I always feel like our rising sign is, you know, what we wear to work every day. And it's kind of our whoopee, and it's the kind of the way we deal with life. That's what we show the world at first, right? The sun sign is our vitality, but the moon is who you are before you go to bed at night. Paired with Mercury, it is important to communicate about emotions. Someone may be communicating with you in a way that is emotional and confusing to you. Mean what you say and say what you mean right now, Virgo. That's very important. Emotional and maybe some confusing messages coming through, but also there's potential for sudden change. And Uranus is a wild card planet, and it doesn't give a shit about our egos. It's like the annihilator of anything that no longer serves us. Pluto and Uranus combined can be very much about a change and an annihilation, but Uranus is about change. It's your potential for sudden change and a potential for sudden awakening and sudden enlightenment. Some of you are going to get some interesting communication. It's going to change a lot of stuff. Someone wants to come out of a darkness here, I think. So be ready for surprises. Be ready for really fast, really interesting communication. Think about the way you communicate too. It will be important, and you will be very emotional as well. Emotional changes happening for you or for someone around you. And the catalyst or the challenge is the 7th house. This is the house of Libra. And it's about the area of your life that asks you to focus on, or at least examine, significant partnerships that are long-term. That could be romantic, business, or family. Okay, so it could be about romance, business, or family, but it's about long-term significant partnerships. And there could be some sudden changes. There's a lot of untapped hidden potential when the moon comes out, but watch out, because not everything is as it seems. And it could be about a potential long-term partnership. I do see Vesta down here. You're going to play it cool. And you look like you're playing it cool over here. So take it as it resonates for you. Overall energy of the reading is the Star of Aquarius. The way you or someone else is feeling is the Chariot. That's Cancer. You're being seen as the Seven of Cups. A lot of choices. What's going on? What you need to know or your advice is the Hermit. And then the final outcome is the Three of Cups. So for some of you, let me just cut to the chase and recap it. A lot of people like it when I do a recap right about now. Some of you have a person around you that really wants to move towards you, and they're very hopeful. You may be a bit of a mystery to them because you're being seen as the Seven of Cups and the High Priestess. You might also be kind of avoiding someone. This person themselves may be somewhat avoidant, or they just have a lot of anxiety, and so they don't always know what to say to you. You might be anxious. There might be something that you don't really want to talk about. Maybe there's something else that someone doesn't want to talk about. But the final outcome being the Three of Cups, and you're here, the Queen of Pentacles, things are going to be okay for you. And this person's going to do what they're going to do. And it's like things are just moving on. Some of you think about a fire sign quite a bit. I think you've let that go. You're just minding your own business. I also see you really getting into like this strong Queen of Wands energy where you're very vivacious. This is very much a me, myself, and I kind of card. You could be dealing with a fire sign, or if you have fire in your chart, in particular Sag, it's really coming out strong because I have Temperance in my third deck. You don't have a lot of time for bullshit. You don't have a lot of time for drama. You're here to be creative. You're here to be enthusiastic. You're here to be exciting. You're here to inspire yourself, and you're here to inspire other people. Love it. Who says earth signs aren't sassy and fun? Shit. Every Virgo I've ever met has been sassy and fun. And you don't have a lot of time for crap either. You're not going to be rushed. I also think you have a person around you that struggles with communication, which is definitely why I'm going to do an extended. So take it as it resonates for you. First of all, I'm going to read this just for you. Some of you are really hopeful for some kind of a renewal. You're really hoping something will get better. You're really on the lookout for the horizon. You might be doing a lot of daydreaming right now. There might be a lot of Piscean energy for you or someone right now, which is hopeful and really open to exploring options. But there is also some heartbreak and pessimism. I'm hearing that COVID-19 really rocked some of you guys' worlds pretty hard. Like it might have impacted someone financially, emotionally. There could have been an illness. I think that you're hoping that something will get better. I think you're hoping for a partnership that's good. You might be a little nervous and a little overwhelmed. It's like some of you are dipping your toe in the water with a person or for dating, and you're trying to be excited about it. But there might be a person that you feel like it's not quite the right time with them. It doesn't have to be romance, though. It can be something different. Take it as it resonates. I have Aquarius here. I have Cancer here. I have Virgo here. I have Aries here. I have Sagittarius here. I have some Leo. I have Scorpio. Take your pick. There's a lot going on. So there could be someone around you that is hopeful for some kind of a freedom or a renewal with you, or just in general. They're a bit overwhelmed. They have a lot of choices. They do bring a bit of pessimism in. Someone is bringing in some pessimism or heartbreak. The way they're feeling, though, the way someone's feeling is the Chariot. Now, I love the Chariot. My midheaven and my moon and my Saturn are in Cancer. Those people, that's brought a lot of tenacity to my life. So it's bringing a lot of tenacity to your life or someone else's life. Moving on, moving forward to victory. Someone may want to come and see you. There could be a bit of a long distance thing happening here. Friend, family member, romantic partner with the Chariot, the Star, and the Three of Wands. For some of you, someone might be at a distance from you. So with the Chariot, forward motion. Travel, relocation, someone may be wanting to come and see you. Overcoming obstacles and challenges, which is good. Clarifying this is the 5 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. You could have a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces around you, or just a very emotional person. They don't have to be a water sign. This person is someone's crying over some spilled milk and wanting a lot of prosperity in their life. It's possible this person's married to someone else or married, maybe to you. I'm also hearing that someone maybe wants to like sell everything and like do RVing or something like that. They're hoping for the pot of gold. They are a very emotional person. This could be you hopeful for someone with someone. I feel like someone's hopeful towards you, but you're being seen as the 7 of Cups, which is like, what's going on with Virgo? Virgos don't mean to be mysterious, but you guys come off like Scorpio sometimes because you can be very stoic and very subdued. Frankly, I love that about you guys. You're not a mystery. All you have to do is tap a Virgo and be like, hey, what's going on with you? And you guys will open up. Someone is looking for something. Clarifying this, though, is the 9 of Wands, the High Priestess. That's Pisces or Cancer. And the 8 of Pentacles. For some of you, this is about work and what to do next. Or you're hanging in there. Someone's hanging in there. I also feel like someone isn't sure what's going on with you. Communication between the two of you hasn't been great. Either you didn't want to talk or they didn't want to talk, and it might still be going on. Like, boundaries are a thing. I think that you can sense their energy. You are listening to your intuition, and I think you're just looking at the details. I also think if someone is checking up on you, thinking about you, you may be able to sense that and feel that. That doesn't mean anything that you have to necessarily do anything. A lot of people come to me and they're like, I think I'm getting downloads about someone. What should I do? You don't have to do anything. Like, I get downloads all the time about all kinds of things. We don't have to necessarily do anything with our intuitive downloads. It's like, I don't think either one of you are entirely sure you want to open up to something here. You might not be on the same page. Here's what you need to know, or your advice, the Hermit. Well, there you are. Clarifying this, though, is the 6 of Cups, which is like no bridges burned, happy memories, missing someone, nostalgia. But then the 2 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. Now, I gotta be honest here. Let me cut to the chase, Virgo. There is someone over here that kind of is a little wound up. So I feel like Spirit is saying to you, look, you need to search your soul about this. Are there some fond memories and could there be some forgiveness? Yes, but the choice is yours, and don't ignore the feelings of worry or insecurity. Someone might be worried that you won't talk to them, but then, or like just afraid to get out there in some way. But the final outcome is the 3 of Cups, which is fun, friendship, dating, creative collaboration. And clarifying this is, there you are. I think this is you. Could be another earth sign. The Queen of Pentacles, the Fool, and the 3 of Cups. It's like, what the hell? I only have one life to live. I'm just going to go for it. These fools look fun. Why not? Someone may decide to really open up to you. But some of you may just be like, you know what? I'm living my life and I'm having fun and I'm putting myself first. And I do see you putting yourself first, because here's your energy. The way you're going to see yourself about all this is the Page of Swords. What'd you say? I'm listening. I mean, I'm not going to sign the dotted line until I get more facts and information, but I'm listening. I'm curious. You may hear some gossip. You may be anticipating hearing something from someone. Page of Swords is a little bit on guard until he gets more information, but he is listening and he is curious. But I feel like you're kind of like, huh? The way you're feeling is the Wheel of Fortune, and your action is strength. It's like, I'm just going to let this play out. There could be an interesting twist and turn of fate here, but your action being strength. You could be dealing with a Leo. Some of you have Leo in your chart. You know when to hold them and you know when to fold them. You know when to say something and you know when not to say something. I wouldn't say that strength isn't going to speak, but if you do, it will take compassion and generosity of spirit, and it's very dignified. You're going to handle yourself in a very dignified way. And I think that you know that you just have to let the Wheel of Fortune turn. I think that you feel like luck is on your side, but it's like, I feel like you're saying, I'm just waiting to see what cycles play out around me because I can't control other people or the weather or weirdo twists and turns of fate. I'm just going to be strong. I'm hanging in there. Like nothing can break me. I'm open to hearing things, but I'm not chasing anything right now. I feel like with strength, you're giving a lot the side eye. And I was like, well, what's that about? What are you being strong about? And I have the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, there you are, and the Two of Wands. To my masculine Virgos, I can hear a few of you in here. You're looking for someone that's a lot like you. And you might have a feminine around you that thinks you are just going to be the one to love her. But I think that you want someone more in alignment with you. For my feminine Virgos, which is mostly what I'm picking up on, because over 80% of my viewers are feminine. I did hear a masculine here, though, so I talk to you, my friend, my man. But for my feminines, I don't care if you're a feminine or a masculine. It's like, is your heart chakra open? Yes. But for my feminines, you're putting yourself first. You're going to love on yourself first, but you do have an open heart chakra and you have the Two of Wands. And that's my favorite card in the whole deck because it's all about holding still for a minute and getting in alignment with your personal goals. You know you have more than one choice. And I think that you're going to wait to see how some things play out. But I do think that you're going to be opening up to some fun new experiences. Some of you have an Aries coming into your life or a fire sign that's really fun that you could have fun with. But here's what's going on in the environment. The person in your environment sees themselves as the Five of Swords. Dang, Five of Swords came out for Taurus too. You might just have some very Mars aggressive energy around you right now. You've definitely got a fighter around you right now, Virgo. They may or may not be mad at you. They walk around with their sword in the air all the time, okay? For whatever reason. The way they're feeling is the Knight of Pentacles. This person could be a bit younger than you, but I always notice that the Knight of Pentacles is looking back over his shoulder at the past. Holding still, too. They're not moving fast. This person might have an angry streak or a stubborn streak sometimes. Like, are you coming or not? God damn it. And then their action towards you is the Two of Cups. Okay, they want to talk. They want to have a meeting of the minds. They want to have a meeting of the hearts. I wanted to know what the Two of Cups was. And I got the Tower, the Magician, and the King of Cups. Okay. Someone has some Scorpionic and some Aries traits here. Maybe some Virgo traits as well, because y'all are the Magician. Okay? You can't out-trick the trickster. I hate to break it to you, dude. Virgo may be coming off as subdued, but they have the Magician too. Like, I'm just trying to warn this person. First of all, this person might just be talking to you about the shit that's going on in their life and like everything is falling apart and I'm going to manifest and I'm not getting up, but I'm mad and I want this to happen and I want my life to move forward. And you might just be like, whoa, you're a lot. Like, you're a lot. Like, it may or may not be romance, but because it's a seventh house relationship thing, if this is relationship for you, this person does want to manifest you. They can be a little aggressive at times. They might even be a little possessive. I think they might also be worried that you're going to tell them no. I think they overthink things a little bit. I also think that you need to hear the advice of, look, you may feel like you've known this person forever. With the Six of Cups, maybe it's a person you've known a long time. It could be a family member or a friend, but you need to take the time to make the smart choice here and work through anxiety before you can even know what to do with this person. And frankly, I don't know that you want to do that much with them, because I think for my feminines, like if this is dating and romance, this person might really have their sights set on you, Virgo, but you're like, I am not feeling super serious right now. And I know that you think I'm mysterious, but I'm working through my stuff. Like, you're working through some of your own stuff. Like, you're trying to impart your wisdom, use your wisdom at this time. There is mysticism happening here. There is an expansion. You're working through insecurity, or someone else's. It's like that. All that shit's got to be worked through.